to another motherfucking storytelling. So, y'all know what the fuck going on. Today I got a juicy ass motherfucking story for y'all. But first of all, let me acknowledge a few things. I definitely had said the next video that I would be doing, I be in my new house. So that explains I'm in the bathroom. Look, I need something to sit on, okay? I ain't got no shower curtain. Y'all worry about the wrong shit, okay? Just worry about this video that I'm making. Cause see, right now, it's currently 10 o'clock. And like the babies are sleeping, so I'm just, ducked off a little bit, so that way that the kids can sleep peacefully and I can do my video peacefully. But that's neither here nor motherfucking there. Ignore the background because I'm going to be sitting down on this little ledge thing because I don't have any chairs yet. But let's start off by saying thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God, for getting me this far. I finally made it. I made it. But anywho, let's get into it. Okay, like I said, some of this video gonna be standing up and some of it I'm gonna be sitting down. But baby, mind your business. So we're gonna get right into it. So this story time today is gonna be about y'all. So let me tell y'all, I was, temporarily homeless while waiting for my place to come through and all this other shit. So this story time is about how a bitch tried to fucking pimp me. Fuck wrong with these hoes. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, this shit, y'all, somebody tried to pimp me. You know what I'm saying? Like, real deal. Like, y'all, if I get mad, excuse me, but the fuck? Bitch tried to pimp me and to make me like a fucking prostitute or some shit. Bitch, fuck out of here. Anywho, so we're gonna start this off like this. So, in between the homeless time, y'all, that I was, homeless temporarily for 2.5 months, right? So I relocated. I packed me and my children up and we relocated to a whole new city, whole new time zone, started all the way over. Yeah, so we bopped out this way, and in the time before I had moved, right, I so happened to have met this guy. This guy finds me on social media or whatever. Boom, we're talking, we're kicking it, and we really, liking each other and stuff like that. So, we're dating and stuff like that. Like, I got to a good point in my life and I felt like before I got homeless and stuff, I'm just like, damn, I think I'm ready to, get out there, and I don't know. The guy made me feel good, whatever, ooh, da-da-da. He lived where I was staying. But get this, you guys. So the guy that I met, I never been the type of girl that was like interested in jailbirds. You know what I'm saying? And then those of y'all that don't know what a jailbird is, for the slow motherfuckers in the back, a jailbird is somebody that's in jail, So the guy was in jail. He found me while he was in jail on the internet. And we was chopping it up and stuff like that, and we really hit it off really good. So I never got to meet the guy, y'all. Crazy as hell, right? But I was like, damn, we been, whatever, woo, da da. You gonna be where I'm staying at, so I might want to come visit you, whatever. So boom. Okay, cool. I relocated shit like that, and we get out here, and so boom, I had to stay with my uncle temporarily. So my uncle, things went left between us. We got into it, and I don't really want to talk about what had happened because it's gonna piss me off. That's a story for another. We're gonna say that for the next time. So we got into it. My uncle told me and the kids had to get the fuck on over some petty. Like, it was just fucking stupid as shit. Like, I can see if a bitch really did some shit, like if I'm out here stealing or, bringing trouble to your home or something, but, it's not a motherfucker out doing shit trying to live her motherfucking life and be a mother and live like I normally was living in my own shit. That's the problem. Anywho, so, boom, my uncle had put me out or whatever, so I was still talking to the guy. So the guy was like, shit, I'm not finna let my girl be out here, and the children out here be like that, da da da. So Buddy was like, For the sake of the story time, we're gonna call him James. We're gonna call him James. That's not his name, but that's his name for the sake of the story. So James was like, I'm not gonna leave you and the kids out here and stuff like that, knowing that there's something that I can do to help or whatever. Mind you, he's in, but he, was taking care of me and stuff like that. He was giving me bread and stuff like that. Like, he was making sure we were straight. Like, so it's cool. And so the guy was like, I'm gonna give y'all, this and that, I'm gonna see what I can do about my family if they can help you. Now, I'm thinking it's kind of weird because, I'm just not really that comfortable going in, meeting somebody's family without them there because it's kind of weird. I don't know, maybe it's not weird to you all, but to me, it's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I was a little iffy, and I'm just like, you know what? I really don't want to take the help, but like I fought him about it, but he was just like, nah, I'm not finna leave you out here, and I see that you're going through this, and you gonna tell me this, like I'm not just finna reach out and help. Okay, cool. Boom. James called his sister. Her name is gonna be Lay. How about that? Lay. Okay. That's not her name. Sorry, I gotta sit it on down. Sit it on down. So anywho. So James was like, y'all go stay with my sister Lay, and Lay had, children of her own. She had little boys, she had little girl. But they were much older than my children. Like they preteens and around the age 8, 9. So she was like, yeah, they can come stay and kick it with me, but I just kind of, I'm a little bit weird about it because I'm like, damn, that's very nice of them, but it's just kind of awkward, because she don't know me from a can of paint. I could be some crazy bitch, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, but you know what I'm saying? You met me on the internet, and I get that you're trying to help, but she don't know me, I don't know her. You asking her, can we stay with her? It's kind of awkward, but you know what? She was nice, thank God. But she opened her home up to me and my children. And it was already kind of embarrassing because, y'all know when I'm usually homeless and stuff like that, I try to lay as low as possible because, it's kind of embarrassing. Who the fuck want people to know that you're fucking homeless, Okay, we're back. So the girl ends up, letting us stay there, and she wasn't weird about it. She was actually really cool, but her vibe just was kind of eh. So as we were staying there, the very first day, right? So James had Lay on the phone or whatever, and he was chopping it up with her, and Lay agreed that she wanted me to come to her Lay and James family gathering and bring my children because in my family there's not that many children, but they have a lot of children in their family. So James was like, man, Lay wanted me to see if you wanted to go with the children to Legoland or some shit. And I was like, oh sure, shit, I ain't never been no motherfucking Legoland. Yeah, I'd love to go. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I take the invite, we go. Mind you, James is still behind bars, whatever. Never met this guy, just on over the phone and stuff. So James' baby mama is there and all this crazy ass rah-rah shit. And I guess that James may have used me to make his baby mama jealous because I guess she figured that he wasn't messing. I don't know what the fuck they had going on, but I guess he used me to make her jealous. The shit was crazy as fuck. He got me out there, I'm looking all good, not like this, I was put together, but I was looking all good and shit or whatever, boom, pop out, kids having a good time, I'm having a good time, whatever, woo. So, I'm staying with Lay for a little bit, so after Lay took us and she brought us back or whatever, she's, telling me, not introducing me, but she's telling me who our people are and stuff like that, not formally introducing me, but she's just like, oh yeah, that's my mom, that's my brother, that's my sister, da da da. Cool. So, we end up bopping out of there. So wait, before we bopped out of there, James calls the baby mama on the phone, and he decides to tell her. First of all, let me backtrack a little bit. James never told me that the baby mama was gonna be there. Nobody told me that the baby mama was gonna be there. I'm just thinking it's just gonna be me and his family and all, just my kids gonna have a good ass time. I didn't care about none of that shit. So then, as we're on the way, I'm in the car with Lay, his sister, and Lay is telling me that, have you met his daughter? And I said, nah, I would love to, but I want to be her mom first because I want her to understand that I'm not looking for no problems. I'm not looking for no drama. I'm not trying to step in nobody's place, but I do want you to know that I'm a good woman. I love children, and I would like to be a part of your child's life, and I would like for your child to play with my children. And I would like to get to know her. So coming from a mother, because I would want to know who's around my children, if they was to go to my children's father, if he was an actual man, but I would want to know that. So, I'm just letting her know, I'm not the type of person or whatever. Woo. So, she was like, oh, you want to meet? Lay was like, oh, you want to meet baby mama? Oh, yeah, so we 5 minutes away, by the way. And then she decides to say, oh, yeah, she gonna be there, and daughter. I'm like, wait a minute, what? So we 5 minutes away. I didn't have no time to mentally prepare, none of this shit. Okay, cool, so it's just kind of thrown upon me. So, we get there, and I see baby mama. Because he showed me many pictures of her. James showed me so many pictures of her. I already knew who she was before I even seen her. So I see her. She's not knowing who I am, but I'm knowing who she is. But I'm not saying nothing. So I get on the phone with him because he called me. I'm like, damn, your baby mama here or whatever. And he was like, oh shit. He never wanted to tell her about me, but all of a sudden, like at first I was this big ass secret until I became homeless and shit like that, like bought down here or whatever. So he calls her in the middle of the fucking party when she just got there and was like, oh yeah, my girl there and all this and that, da to piss her off. Now she all fucking pissed off. I'm just sitting there looking fucking crazy because I'm just like, bruh, like, that could have went wrong. Bitches could have tried to put their motherfucking hands on me or something. Thank God it didn't go that way, you know what I'm saying? But he pissed her off. She's mad as fuck and ready to go, and everybody trying to keep her there. And then she just started showing out and doing the most whatever. I didn't give a shit. I came there for one reason. I came there for my children to have a good ass motherfucking time. I didn't care about nobody else. I just cared about my kids having a good ass time with some more kids. So, we ended up, the girl ended up being pretty cool. I didn't have no hard feelings with her or whatever, and we actually chopped it up. He introduced us over the phone after the party. So James had baby mama on the phone, we chop it up, everything's cool, everything's good. She's explaining to me that her and Lay have been friends since before her and James ever got together and had a kid, and they were best friends. Lay and baby mama were best friends and stuff like that. And they still best friends, so that's the only reason she's still around the family. They don't fuck off, they flirting cool as hell on the goddamn phone. Stupid as fuck. So anywho, hold on, y'all. Let me take a sip of water. It's hot. Sorry about that. Fast forward. What happened next? We cool, whatever. So I stayed about a week with Lay. So this where the shit gets juicy, y'all. So fucking one day, I almost said his name. James decided he wants to ask. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so back to the story. One day, James decided to ask me some silly shit. The nigga decides to ask me if I can use my driver's license and rent a car for some bitch that he claims to not know and some bitch that I don't fucking know to drive contraband to the jail that he at and then drive the car back. I don't get to drive this car. I don't get to ride in this car. I don't get to do anything with this car but give it to somebody that I don't know and that he don't know. That don't even sound right, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, that's crazy. You couldn't have thought I was finna do some silly shit like that. So, earlier that day, James got mad at me because he was really controlling. He got mad at me because somebody complimented my child and was saying they're so pretty and stuff like that. And I said, thank you. So the man got mad or whatever, So he blocked me out for the day, and then he decided to call me out the blue And then when he called me out the blue, that's what he had the nerve to ask me. And I just felt like that was disrespectful. That you like, try to ask me something like, come on now, you think I'm gonna put my shit at risk like that? Come on, that's not cool. So then because I told him no, he got mad and he started telling Lay that she needs to put us the fuck out, me and the kids, fuck us, fuck our situation and shit. Like, he switched up on me, G. Like, he got so mad, and at first he was like, I'm not gonna get mad if you say no or whatever, but as soon as I said no, he got overly fucking mad. Like, he started spiraling. So then he started telling me he hate me, if I want anything, fuck me, fuck my birthday. He not gonna do nothing. And so I said, don't worry about it. I just give me a job. He said, if you get a job, I'd never talk to you again because, if you gonna be listening to her boss or something like that, then you might as well sleep with them and this and that. All type of little crazy shit. Like, he was really fucking controlling. So, mind you, from jail, like, this nigga is so fucking controlling. It's crazy as hell. So, yeah, he got mad at that or whatever. And, yeah, he started trying to tell her to put me out, and because she was like, Lay was like, I'm not gonna put them out. Like, she had children, so she's like, I'm not gonna put them out. Whatever y'all got going on don't got shit to do with me. Why would you introduce her to all the family and then now try to talk bad about her? Like, he was trying to talk so bad about me to her to try to start stuff because he wanted her to be mad. Like, he wanted to control everything. So it was just like he snatched the rug from under my feet all because I told him I'm not comfortable doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was the type of woman, I give my last dollar. I give anything, you know what I'm saying? I was helping take care of Lay's children and stuff like that. I was helping them with homework, providing snacks and stuff like that. Anything we touched or my children touched, guess what? I replaced it. Even if it wasn't gone, I made sure that it was overly stocked. I never had a problem. Anytime we did anything, I gave her money. He giving her money too and stuff like that. So it's just like, it just became kind of, So she came and got just a little smidge, like, money hungry. Like, he was giving her like loads and loads of money daily. Like, I'm not gonna say how much, but he was giving her lots and lots of fucking money every goddamn day because he was sending it to me to send to her. And I'm just like, damn, that shit's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that shit happened. He got mad and he wanted to try to turn on his family. So I was like, you know what, like, I don't, no disrespect, no ill feelings between us, but because your brother James is being fucking weird, I would rather not deal with no nonsense between, and I don't want y'all to go head and head because of me. So I am going to remove myself from this picture. Thank you so much for letting us stay here. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't even, for you to do. But I greatly appreciate you. And thanks so much, whatever. But yeah, we finna go. And she was like, girl, listen, James ass tripping. Them motherfuckers in jail be tripping and stuff like that. She was like, you don't need to be with him, girl. You could do so much better, whatever. Woo. And she was like, that, she was like, you don't have to leave. I'm not telling you that you have to stay. I'm not telling you that you have to leave, but I am not putting you out. And I said, yeah, thank you. I greatly appreciate it, but I just don't want it to be no issues and stuff like that. Because he was trying to, go back and start stuff and be messy and just say weird shit to try to provoke her to be for me for no reason because he didn't want me to stay there. But, she was, one thing I can say about this girl is she had a heart. And that's a woman mindset because at the end of the day, whatever the hell me and him had going on, she didn't get in between it. She didn't judge us or none of that shit. She just was like, you know what, it's whatever. I'm gonna stay out of it, but y'all free to do whatever. Boom. Okay, cool. So I was cool with James introduced me to his cousin. We're gonna call her Wanda. So me and Wanda was really fucking cool. When I say from the moment we met, we hit it off. Like, we like this. We locked in. Like, we ace boom coon. So, at first, excuse me, at first we were supposed to go stay with Wanda. But Wanda have a baby that's around my children's age. But we didn't end up staying there. I don't know why we didn't end up staying there. At first we went after my uncle put us out, we went and stayed at a hotel. We went from a hotel to stay with Lay. We went from Lay to Wanda. So we went to Wanda's house, and Wanda welcomed us and stuff like that. She made sure we was good. She made sure we ate. She made sure like anytime I tried to offer her money, she wouldn't even take the money. She provided for my children, gave them clothes. She gave them Pampers, milk, food. I'm talking about Wanda did her shit. When I say she didn't give a damn, she gave me shit. Like, she gave me purses, wigs, did her fucking big one. When I say I'm a forever rock with Wanda ass, right hand a guy like Shorty ass, she did her shit. And that's somebody that I can trust, like that really have my fucking back. But so get this, y'all. This is where shit gets crazy again, y'all. This is the crazy shit. So they James one day introduced me to Wanda's mom. We gonna call her Vicky. So this is James' auntie. So James' auntie Vicky have a big ass mansion or whatever. I'm talking about she got that 9 bedrooms. She got that big stupid dumbass house. Cool. So when I met Vicky ass, when Wanda took me to meet Vicky one day, we over there and Vicky liked me so much. She was like, when y'all coming back, okay, cool, y'all. So I'm gonna tell y'all all the details. Like, we're leaving nothing out. So this is an explicit story for children. You don't want to hear anything explicit, exit the story time now, because this shit's about to get real. So let me tell y'all. So after James did me like that, he was like shitting on me. Like he called like 3 days in a row telling me he hate me, fuck me, figure out my life, fuck me and my kids, all type of dog ass shit. Like, you done brought me around your family and humiliated me. You made a fucking fool out of me, Shorty. Like, I was going through it so bad. I got so depressed. I was already, homeless temporarily. I was embarrassed. I'm ashamed. Like, I got my children with me, bro. Like, that shit hurt my fucking feelings, dog. Like, that shit hurt my feelings so bad. So, in my head, I'm just like, that's really fucked up. And I was like, karma gonna get his ass. But I got my motherfucking lick back. So, one day, like I said, Wanda, the cousin, took me to Vicky's house, the auntie. And so, I left out. Wanda and Vicky don't fuck with Lay. They got some weird ass family shit going on, but they ops. So we sitting over there. So now we over there with Wanda and Vicky. Lay don't fuck with me no more because she like, oh, you fuck with them. I don't know what the fuck they got going on. I just met all y'all with, so I don't know shit. I'm just here. And I'm just trying to find somewhere to live a goddamn head. Me and my children. So we at Vicky's house, the auntie, and Vicky, I told her, you inspired me, like, how you get this big ass house. She was like, man, I help you out, whatever. All you just need is a good mentor, whatever, woo. And she like, yeah, as long as you listen to me, alright, make sure you straight or whatever. Cool, alright, bet, you know what I'm saying? So I started noticing some little weird shit with Vicky ass, like, after the 3rd day of me meeting her, she was like, you could let one of your kids move in over here. Like, at the first day we met, she was trying to get me to move in with her, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't even know you. Like, it was crazy. So then, like, man, this was over the phone when she met me. She wanted me to come down. I'm just like, I don't know. So then we get over there, and she was like, yeah, let me get one of your kids or whatever, Like, girl, I'm just gonna give up I had my children for me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have my children just give them the fuck out. What you think this is, goddamn grocery store? This is not one of those. So she was like, yeah, let me keep your son Asher, and I raise him up and you can raise your girls. No. And so she was like, well, let me keep Hope. And I said, no. She's talking about I can raise her up, I can take her to get her nails and her hair done, I put her in a private school, she's gonna have the best education. If you're gonna do something for one child, you need to do something for all of them. She gonna say, no, I just do for her, this and that, da da da, woo, da da. No, I don't do favoritism. Favoritism is not welcome in my home, in my family, none of that shit. This shit dead. And she stops with me, dead. Fuck you talking about? So, she was like that, she was like, okay, well then, fuck you then. You don't want to accept the help then. Somebody trying to help you out. It is what it is. I don't want the help. So then, another day. So this is the day before my birthday. Yeah, my birthday is November 14th. So shorty ass called me on the 13th. And she was just like, send me some sexy pictures of you. And I said, what? She was like, send me some sexy pictures of you. And I'm just like, what is that? And she was like, you know, some sexy pictures, some pictures in your bra and in your panties. I only known this lady about a week when she asked me this. So I'm just like, nah, I don't even take pictures like that. So she was like, don't worry about it. We'll get something for you. And she said, yeah, I'm finna sell you. And I'm just like looking at the phone like, I'm just looking at the phone like, and she's like, yeah, I'm finna sell you or whatever. Ooh, you need a manager. You say you need some money. Ooh, da da. I'll hook you up, and I got some niggas and this and that. I'm like, damn. So at first I'm thinking she fucking around. So I'm like, damn, is they cute? She talking about, it don't matter if they cute. Close your eyes or whatever. Ooh, da da. I'm gonna put you on with some niggas, and you gonna get some money. You say you need some money, whatever. Woo. And she was like, yeah, I'ma sell you. We gonna get you some pictures taken, do your photo shoot, we gonna hook you up and blah blah blah. But you need a manager or somebody, this and that, and I need to get paid and this and that. I need some money from what you get. And I'm just like, wait a minute. So when I realized she was for real, we done got off the phone. I done got dry. I ain't got nothing else to fucking say. So now we done got off the phone, and then I had sent her a message. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up the motherfucking receipts. We're gonna get into it. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me get these motherfucking receipts, because bitches had me fucked up. So, once I realized that she was for real, I had told her, okay, here you go. Here go the messages. I said, and I was calling her auntie, you know what I'm saying? I was calling Wanda auntie. So I was like, hey auntie, I was just playing on the phone. I said, I'm not with all that for real. I feel like when it's a time for me, God gonna make a way for me to have money. I said, I'm not a hoe and I don't get around like that, and I'm not gonna start doing that. I said, I got kids looking up to me. That little fast money is not worth it. Thank you though, but no thanks, respectfully. So she was like, because at first, I ain't gonna lie, at first I was like, damn, maybe I need to, go back to dancing or something like that to get some fast money. I started having all type of crazy thoughts when I was homeless, because I'm like, I can't, like, it was so much that was going on during this homeless state. Like, I lost my food stamps, I lost my finance, like, it was horrible. So, I had to do what I needed to do, but I did not dance. I did not do anything. I just sat and I just waited it out. So she was like, you just wanted to dance before you got here. So she called me and I didn't answer the phone. She was like, okay. She said, I never called you a hoe. You funny as fuck. She said, but you free though for everybody that you want to fuck. Yes, you might as well pack it up. Atlanta not for you. And then she was like, you weird Sam around. So let me backtrack a little bit. I left out one of the most important, juiciest details of all. So let me say that. Backtrack. So, when I met Wanda, I say maybe like the third or the fourth time, right? She has a son, and so the son is, excuse me, James's cousin. Mind you, this is Wanda's brother. So, one day he seen me, hanging out with Wanda because we was about to take the kids out to the zoo or whatever and do like the holiday thing. So, I guess he saw me that one time, must have really, wanted to check it out or whatever. So, boom, fast forward, his mom, Vicky, was like, hey, take this number down. And so I'm like, damn, who that is? And she was like, just take the number down. Boom, I take the number down. She was like, he said, call him. I called the man, and this man, we're going to call him Brian. Okay? We're gonna call him Brian. So Brian is Wanda, the cousin's, James's cousin. Okay? Brian is James's cousin. James is the guy in prison or in jail. And so Vicky sets up, this thing, whatever, and Buddy ass gets to talking to me real disrespectful. And I didn't like that shit, because he was like, you gonna let me hit it, like, and I was just like, what the fuck, like, bro, what the hell wrong with you talking to me like that? And he was like, I'm just straightforward, I'm a Scorpio. Nigga, I'm a Scorpio too, but you're not gonna disrespect me like that. You didn't ask me my name, you didn't ask me how I'm doing, none of that shit kind of rude, you know what I'm saying? So I'm checking his ass, like, bro, you got me fucked up, whatever, I'm not no hoe, I'm not this, woo. So, anywho, we chopped it up, He's like, I got all this money, woo, he got this big dumbass stack of money. And he's like, yeah, woo, he's smiling, cheesing. And so Brian's like, yeah, whatever, woo. And I'm just like, that money don't make me fucking move. I don't be damn about that shit, but you're not gonna disrespect me. So he ended up, calming it down or whatever and texting me and stuff like that and ooh, I started thinking, at first I was just like, fuck no. But then Vicky, the auntie, Vicky was like, you should, this and that, So she started like influencing me, like getting in my head. She was like, man, think about what James did to you. Like, y'all ain't gonna work out no way. When he get up out of there, he not finna come home to you. He still fuck with his baby mama, And look how he just did you and shit like that. Like, he just brought you around his family and made a fool out of you and Girl, fuck him. You could do so much better. Girl, you need to have fun. Let your hair down. Like, she just kept influencing me. So then I'm in a vulnerable fucking state. I'm like, you know what? Okay, cool. Whatever. Woo. So part of me started feeling like, okay, I got an idea, like a light bulb moment. I'm like, damn, I don't really want to fuck with dude, but damn, that'll be some good ass get back on his ass. I said, man, like, I started getting crazy. I'm like, yeah, you brought me around your family and you embarrassed me so fucking bad. You hurt me to my goddamn core with that embarrassing ass shit. So I did it. Sure did. Sure the fuck did I. What's up with you? Whatever. Boom. He was like, yeah, whatever. Woo, boom. We get to Vicky house. Vicky like, I got you, shorty. You can freshen up, do whatever you need to do. We handled that. Got that done. You know what I'm saying? Did that. And part of me didn't want to do it because of the disrespect. But part of me was like, oh yeah, this is cousin. Oh yeah. And so let me tell you the fuck I did. Y'all wanna know the best part about it? So one day, James called me. I gotta hurry up, y'all. I gotta hurry up. James had called me, and you know what I did? I shut him the fuck down because he wanted to keep playing with me. Like, James, he kept coming back around. I mean, not James. Is that his name? Did I say James? Yes, James. James kept coming back around. Like, after he sat there and did that shit, he cussed Wanda out, and he was dogging me out because she took me and the kids in. Like, he was still stomping on me while I was down. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kicked me while I was down and stumped me. So, bitch, look how karma works, motherfucker. So I turned around and I did that. And then after I did that, guess what I had the balls to do? He got to bugging at me one day out the blue on the phone and shit. So I said, shit, cause he was talking about, oh yeah, And I told him, yeah, you feel like you can trust your people, but you really don't even know. I said, I don't even know these folks like that, but these motherfuckers, the same motherfuckers that's getting money off of you and shit like that you catering to their lives, these the same motherfuckers dogging your dumb ass out. Fuck you talking about? He's like, I can't trust my family. I said, yeah, put me in that category too. So man, he was like, what you talking about? And I told him. Sure did. I told him. Yeah, I did what I did. He was like, Dad, woo. And I told him who it was. Man, when I tell y'all, I hurt his feelings so bad. And I just felt like, I didn't feel bad afterwards either. I felt like satisfied. Because I'm like, in my head, I'm just so fucking tired of lame ass, weird ass niggas playing on my top. I am such a good ass woman. You feel me? I'm not perfect. I fuck up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I got a nasty ass attitude. But I'm a loyal ass woman. I take care of my responsibilities as a wife and as a mother. And I sit there and I take care of these men and I cater to these motherfuckers till I can't no more. And even then, I still do. And I do the best that I can. I'm a good ass motherfucking woman. But I'm tired of men taking advantage of me. I'm tired of being the one that gets hurt in the end after giving so much and looking stupid. So that triggered something in me and I just had to put my fucking foot down for a change. So I felt like I got my get back and I felt even. And so he felt like I went over the top. I don't feel like I did. Yeah, somebody tell me in the comment section, was I wrong? You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I was wrong because he embarrassed me. Y'all, he brought me around his, I'm talking about mama, sister, brother, cousin, baby mama, bragging, oh, this my girlfriend. Then turn around and tell everybody, now don't fuck with that bitch, this and that, her kids and this and that, da da da, fuck her. Nah, y'all do no shit like that. So, shit, he embarrassed just like I was. He sad just like I was, and that karma motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? You can't do good people dirty, bro. That shit gonna come back at your ass every time. And nah, I ain't never did no shit like that before, but I did this time. I got my get back. But then after that situation happened, fast forward again, after I did what I did with Brian that one time, me and Brian don't even fuck off, you know what I'm saying? It was just that one time, and I only did it specifically for that reason, you know what I'm saying? So, Brian is cool, you know what I'm saying? But we just don't fuck off. And, it was like a one night stand or whatever, and after that situation happened, that's when Vicky tried to use that against me. But see, I had went and I had told James before anybody else could tell him. So, you know, then I told them that I had told him. So they felt some type of way because I guess she thought she was going to try to brag me with that when she came to the point of asking me about being my motherfucking pimp, but in a different way. You know what I'm saying? I thought that shit was crazy as hell. And I just had to tell that story. But the story is getting a bit long. Anybody got any questions, any details y'all want to know, come to the comment section, let me know, we can chop it up about it. Next video, I'm going to get, you know, into some other shit, but I had to share it. Hey, still that bitch. Hey, Anywho. Yeah, I love y'all. The next story time is going to be a little bit sooner. You know, I had this little break in between because I had to make sure I got everything done. And next time, I'm possibly most likely going to have something to sit on. Other than being in the bathroom. So, y'all just got to accept it. Thank you guys for viewing. I love you all. Thank you so much to my haters. Thank you to my supporters. Thank you guys. And I thank you to God for being able to allow me to live. Thank you, God, for humbling me, getting me through the situation, allowing me to be okay and my children to be safe throughout this journey. It was scary, it was fun, it was crazy, it was wild, but I'm glad that it's over and it's time to start a new chapter, a new journey, a better one, and more carefully planned out this time. So, yeah, thank you, God. Thank you for the viewers. Thank you for the subscribers. Thank you for my voice, being able to share this with people. Y'all be careful out here. You know, this shit is out here, bruh. That could have easily been somebody else, and it could have went worse than that. But I'm telling you, God was on my side. Y'all better learn to love that man above, because I'm telling you, he love us and he makes sure everybody's straight. But I'm out of here. Talk to you later. Bye, babes.